Hey guys, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife. Today I'm going to be talking about the flip grip for the Nintendo Switch. And this thing is essentially a fancy piece of plastic which allows you to stick your Joy-Cons and your Nintendo Switch into kind of like a vertical axis. So if you have any games that take advantage of that orientation, then you can use this to kind of make that a little bit easier to hold as you're playing. It's actually a really cool little contraption. Now before we start unboxing it and having a look at it, I kind of want to get into the background of it a little bit more. Now the flip grip was actually a collaboration between the video game historian and the Retronauts founder, Jeremy Parish, as well as the engineer and designer Mike Choi and FanGamer. Now these entities came together and essentially threw the idea up onto Kickstarter in 2018, and it was actually successfully funded on July 10th, 2018. And yes, I was one of the original backers for this thing. I just thought it was a really interesting, innovative piece of kit, especially because it's so simple in its design as well. It's just one kind of chunk of plastic, very well crafted and well molded plastic, but it's essentially just one chunk of plastic. So yeah, it is a pretty interesting piece of kit, especially as it has a below $20 price tag, not including shipping and posting and all that kind of stuff. If you do actually want to buy one yourself, I'll link in the description below some places where you can get one. And with that being said, let's get this thing opened and start playing with it. And yeah, this is the box that the flip grip came in. As you can see, it's a very minimal amount of packaging. And I've got to be honest, I always try and commend companies that create their packaging in a environmentally friendly way, and you can't really get any more compact and minimal as this thing. On the front it has a very nice digital line drawing of the flip grip itself with the very cute logo in the middle. It has the flip grip name on the top. On the back it was just kind of covered with my shipping info so the post office could get it to me, but I've pulled that off for the, reasons of privacy. Very simple to open. All you do is pull. I say simple, I can't even open it. There we go. Flip open like so. It even has a really cute Enjoy kind of design on the tab there. It's just really well thought out and cute, and yeah, I absolutely dig it. And then you open it like so, and there we go, the flip grip. Take that out of the way. Now what we have in the packaging, we have the actual flip grip itself, which, as I previously mentioned, is just a molded piece of plastic, but it's a very well designed molded piece of plastic. We also have a quite thick piece of card that kind of just gives us some instructions on how to use the credit card kickstand, which is this thing, and also how to slot your Switch into the grip, and also how to eject it as well. And I've got to commend them because the whole kind of design aesthetic to this is quite a minimal one. Instead of having like a sheet of paper with instructions on, they put it all on this, and it kind of serves a dual purpose, which is great. That's less pieces of paper to throw away because you're not going to read them. I also got a sticker with this package that features the little flip grip logo guy, so I'll put some footage of my laptop where I stuck it on so you guys can see that as well. So yeah, let's go on to the actual flip grip itself. You have the flip grip logo with a little guy on the back. You have the tab here that you kind of pull gently to kind of eject the Switch when you want to take it out. On the side here and here are the two rails where you kind of insert your Joy-Cons in on either side, and the actual dock itself. You push your Joy-Con in like so from the top. It has four, I think it's some kind of fabric to kind of cushion the back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, it's a very simply put together piece of kit, but it is quite ingenious. So what I'm going to do now is insert everything in the correct way. First off, I'm going to put the Joy-Cons in. So 1 and 2, like so. If you've ever put your Joy-Cons into your Switch, which I assume most people have, this is quite easy to comprehend basically how to do it. You slide it in as usual and you use the kind of buttons on the back to press down and slide off and put in like so. Very, very simple. Next we're going to put the Switch in, and that is very, very easy to do. If you look on the back of the actual thing itself, you can see that there is a design that's kind of indented into the plastic that shows that the 2 notches there and there that are usually on the top of the Switch goes to the left of the device when you slide it in, and all you have to do is slide it in like so. Nice and easy. So there are some negatives to this thing. It does rely on the batteries of each individual Joy-Con. You can't attach them to the actual Switch itself, so if they're not charged you can't really use this. Also, if you see on the top, the power button and the volume control buttons get hidden beneath the actual plastic, so you can't manipulate the volume without actually going to the, if you can see, this menu here on the top, where you can go to sleep mode and you can adjust the brightness and the volume and put it in slide mode, into flight mode and all that kind of stuff. So there are some negatives to this. So yeah, I've loaded up Pinball FX3 to give you an example of what this thing looks like as you play. As you can see, because I've changed the orientation of the Switch, it doesn't automatically register that it's changed orientation. So with this particular game, you do have to manually change it. Some games might be different, it might automatically notice that you changed that, I don't know. But for this particular one, all you do is you press the orientation button at the bottom and it changes to this particular orientation. You can actually also change it so that it is upside down, but let's continue to actually get it to the right orientation. Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, it's a pretty cool device that lets you play things in the vertical orientation, or TATE orientation I believe it's called. Let's play some fishtails. Gotta remember how to actually play this. So normally on the Pinball FX3 game, you would have it in the horizontal position and it would kind of like travel up and down the table as you kind of shoot the ball up and all that kind of stuff. Whereas in this particular orientation, you can see pretty much all of the table, in less detail of course, but it kind of simulates more what you would actually be seeing if you were playing pinball, for example. So let's see if I'm any good at this. Probably not. No, there we go. This is actually the first time I've played this particular table, and I'm not very good at it. So it does look a little bit weird, as you can tell. The actual Switch itself kind of goes a lot further along than the Joy-Cons, so it does look a bit weird. It also takes a little bit of usage to kind of, oh there we go, I've got a new high score apparently. It does take a while to get used to it, especially the different way that it's weighted now, but overall I think it's pretty cool. I've enjoyed playing pinball using this. I believe Downwell as well, quite an interesting game to play with this. But yeah, it's a very interesting piece of kit. One last thing I want to show is the flip grip kickstand thing. All you have to do is push that flip grip into the back like so, and it will stand up. So yeah, it's not like a high-tech solution, but it is quite ingenious in its own way, I guess. So yeah, a very simple and well-designed device. It shouldn't damage your Switch. I mean, it hasn't damaged my Switch, and I've been using it for 2 years, but, you know, I can't guarantee that, so, you know, don't just take my word for it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say about the flip grip. So yeah, that was me unboxing and playing with the Flip Grip for the Nintendo Switch. I don't usually go onto Kickstarter all that much, and I don't usually finance many products from there. I've only really financed a few games, like digital games and stuff, and one or two actual physical products. But the Flip Grip is definitely one that I have no regrets helping to finance, because I think it's just a really awesome piece of kit. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then by all means like, comment, subscribe, all that social media goodness, and just, continue to live that best nerd life.